Assalamu alaikum guys, my name is Siab Khan and you're watching my YouTube channel Siab in Korea. In today's video, I will talk about DAAD-EPOS scholarship for young professionals from developing countries. Keep in mind that this scholarship is only for master's degree candidates. The monthly stipend will be around 1,000 euros and you don't need any admission fee or you don't need any application fees to apply for this scholarship. This is one of the highest paid and very good scholarship for young professionals in Germany. Before I start the video and tell you guys each and everything from A to Z, if you guys haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you can receive the latest updates. So guys, this is the official website of the scholarship. I will give the link of this website in description of this video. You guys can see here on my screen that the DAAD scholarship has selected the MSc Environmental Geosciences program is a developing related course. Keep in mind that is one of the highest competitive scholarship in Germany, so you will have to prepare your documents with accordance and you will have to put a lot of efforts before applying for this scholarship. You guys can see the application start date and the application end date on my screen, and you guys can see who can apply. Young professionals from developing countries, DAC countries. First, you have to check whether your country is eligible or not. You will have to click on the DAC who meet the following requirements. So we will have to click on the DAC countries and we will have to check whether our country is eligible or not. You guys can see on my screen that a lot of countries are in the eligibility list. And we can see that there is Pakistan as well, India as well, and a lot of other countries. You will have to check whether your country is eligible or not. After that, you should have academic degree, you should have a bachelor's degree, and your degree should not be more than 6 years old. It means that only 6 years gap is acceptable. If your study gap is more than 6 years, you are not eligible to apply. Other than that, you should have 2 years work experience before applying for the scholarship, and your stay shouldn't be more than 15 months before applying for the scholarship. If you're already staying in Germany for more than 15 months, you cannot apply for the scholarship. Looking into the application procedure is quite simple. You will have to attach all your documents and make a one PDF file. After that, you will have to send it to the given email address that I highlighted on my screen. Incomplete application will not be considered. The reference, you need 2 reference letters from your work where you work for the last 2 years. And also you need 1 recommendation letter from your previous university supervisor or maybe your bachelor's professor. And you will have to send both the recommendation letter, not you, but your professor should send, or your employer should send the recommendation letters to the given email address. Looking into the list of the application documents, we need all the given documents. Number 1 is the DAAD application form. You have to download the DAAD application form and then you have to fill it. You can choose maximum 3 programs and you can apply to maximum 3 programs for the DAAD. Number 2 is you need the MEG application form. You will have to download that form and fill out this form as well. The next form which you need is letter of motivation. You will have to check the MEQ DAAD guidelines and then you will have to write the letter of motivation according to their guidelines. In special cases, if you are applying for apart from MEG to other master's program of DAAD-EPOS, you have to write a second motivation letter in which you explain why you are applying for these specific programs. As I mentioned in the beginning that you can apply to maximum 3 programs for the DAAD scholarship. This is one program, the MEG, and the other programs you can apply for other programs, and you will have to write a different motivation letter for other programs. In simple words, if you're applying for 1 program, 2 programs, or 3 programs, you will have to write different motivation letters for each and every program. Also, you will have to follow the guideline. The first thing is your motivation letter shouldn't be more than 2 pages long. Without this letter, the DAAD will exclude you from the application process, so it's mandatory document. Make sure that you indicate your choice also in the DAAD application form. If you apply for master for more than 1 EPOS programs without indicating it in the DAAD application form. So it means that in the DAAD application form, if you're applying for 2 programs or 3 programs, you will have to mention about all the programs. The next thing is you need a CV, you need a Europass CV. You will have to fulfill all the gaps. If your gaps are more than 3 months, you will have to fulfill in your CV date what were you doing during the 3 months or 4 months period. So it means that the DAAD really care about your gap after your study. They want to see whether you are sitting just after your degree or you were working, you were struggling, and you're working in different places or doing volunteer work or like some professional work. So it means that you shouldn't have gaps, a lot of gaps between the 2 different courses or after your bachelor's degree. While making your CV, keep in mind that you should mention the issue date of all your certificates, your degree, and everything. So it's really important to mention the issue date of all the certificates. You will have to attach your transcript of records. It means that you will have to attach your bachelor's degree transcript, and it should contain the grading system as well as there should be your CGPA clearly mentioned on your transcript. If your CGPA is not mentioned on your transcript and it was not clearly mentioned about the grading system, then you will have to attach another file from the university and you will have to sign that form from the university in which they will have to mention about your CGPA and they will have to mention about the university grading system. Document number 6, you need your university degree certificate and you will have to attach that. The next thing is certificate of professional work. This document is mandatory as well. Without the experience certificate, even you did more than 2 years work, professional work, but you don't have any experience certificate, then they will not consider you. So this document is mandatory as well. And the next document, you need 2 recommendation letters. As I mentioned before that, the one recommendation letter should be from your employer and the other recommendation letter should be from your supervisor, from your previous university, or from your teacher. And both the recommendation letters should be directly sent it to the given email, and they will have to follow the guidelines of the references. So you will have to send them the guidelines how to write the reference letter for the DAAD scholarship and how to send it to the email address. You will have to share the email address with your professor and with your employer. Both of them need to send the recommendation letters directly to the given email address. The next document which you need is English Proficiency Certificate. The English Proficiency Certificate, you need IELTS, TOEFL, PTE or any other test. Without the English Proficiency test, you cannot apply for this scholarship. The IELTS score, your score should be at least 7 bands. The TOEFL score, your score should be at least 95 points. The Cambridge test is acceptable as well, and the Cambridge test, there is no validity, but your level should be C1. The PTE score, the Pearson test score should be 76, and there is no limit of validity. But for TOEFL, the validity is only 2 years. It means that if your test is older than 2 years, then they will not accept your certificate. While for IELTS, even if your test is expired, still you can apply with that test. Other than that, if you don't have any IELTS or other test, then you can submit the official date of your test as well, and they will consider your application, and you will have to submit your IELTS score until 15 October, or maybe you can even submit your certificate until 31st October. So a kind of more relaxation for those who don't have an IELTS score. They can prepare for IELTS and they can apply for IELTS, and after that they can submit the certificate really later, in the later time until October. Some people are exempted from the IELTS or TOEFL score as well. For example, if you are a native speaker, then you don't need to submit any certificate. The second thing is, if you studied your previous degree from any English speaking country, then you don't need to submit any IELTS or TOEFL or any other English certificate. The next thing is sign DAAD checklist. You will have to attach the checklist of the documents. And then APS certificate is only mandatory for the Indian, Chinese and Vietnamese citizen. And then all the documents, this is a summary of the documents. You will have to submit all the given documents in one PDF form, and then you will have to compress the PDF, and then you will have to send it to the given email address. This is the checklist of the documents. This document is mandatory as well. You will have to check all your documents whether you attached it or not. You will have to make a tick mark here. After that, you will have to download this form, and then you will have to print this form, and then you will have to sign it by your hand. After signing this form, you will have to attach it with your PDF, and then you will have to send it to the given email address that I mentioned before. Looking into the last of this page, we can see that you will have to write your location, the date. You will have to write your name in capital letters, and after that you will have to sign this form by your hand. If you sign it digitally, they will not accept it, so you will have to print this form, and then you will have to sign by hand. After that, you will have to attach it with all your other documents, and then you will have to send to the email address that I mentioned before. Thank you guys for watching my video until last. If you guys are facing any problems while applying for this scholarship, let me know in comment section. I'm here to help you guys. Thank you.